Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. If you have been here before, hello to you. How are you doing today? Thank you for being a part of this channel. To those that have never been on this channel and you just clicking and you just seeing, stop before you keep scrolling. Before you keep scrolling, make sure you check me out. If you like my content, make sure you subscribe, click that notification bell so you never miss a video that I upload. All right, you guys, so let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, y'all, so from the title of this video, you possibly may have an idea, you possibly may not have an idea of what we are going to be talking about today, but I want to make this very brief because I don't want to carry this into a thing where it becomes more filling than anything. So if I am sounding a bit rough, you guys, it's only because my throat is hurt right now and I am drinking some orange juice in between just to kind of get myself back to where I need to be. I'm going to take a moment and we're going to come back and we're just going to get straight into it. All right, we're back. So the first thing I want to say is the grass is not always greener on the other side. Let me just say this again. The grass is not always greener on the other side. I'm going to get straight into it. I'm going to tell you guys. So, you guys, if you've been following me for a while, if you've been paying attention, I told you guys I was starting a new job, which was the start for the business to open up was April. No, it wasn't April. It was March 27th. I told you guys, like, I already worked for a company. So basically everything is franchise. So you know how like they might have, let me think. So they might have different restaurants and a name. It might be Wingstop and it's going to be different owners of those Wingstops, if that makes sense. So basically the place that I work for, I am a hairstylist slash cosmetologist. I was already working for a company that was like out in Tampa, Carrollwood area, whatever like that, about 20 minutes from where I'm located right now. So the location that I ended up getting hired on, they were closer. They was like 10 minutes. So it was like, oh yeah, this is going to work. This is perfect. I went through my training, you guys. Y'all, let me tell you guys. I went through my training. We got into the salon and I feel like things was going good, but at some point I started to feel like, this doesn't feel good to me. You know, this doesn't feel like I'm used to. And then I started thinking maybe I'm just pulled out my comfort zone and maybe this is just what it is. So basically, you guys, I put in my 2 weeks notice. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm going back to my old salon. And the reason being is because I feel as though my peace was being compromised. It is a family company. It's the son, which he's the cosmetologist, the hairstylist, shop educator. The manager is his aunt and his mom is the owner. So he's part owner basically with his mother. Kudos to that. You know what I mean? And I think like that's awesome. That's amazing. But I also feel like the system that was going on, which just was not for me. Negativity, things happening to other coworkers because of personal feelings. You know what I mean? So it was stuff of that nature. I don't really want to get into detail about it, but I will say that I want to point this out there just so you guys can understand why I had to be done. I gave them my 2 weeks notice. So the owner where I'm going back to, she had to send an email out just for like transparency. Like, hey, basically it went left. It was not acceptable. Like, the guy went off the deep end in his words. You know what I'm saying? Went off the deep end in his words. And, he gave me a 30-day evaluation, which was like the business has been open for about a month. It's only been about a month. He chooses me on a Friday, which is this past Friday, to do a 30-day evaluation. As he's doing the 30-day evaluation, he's literally telling me everything. Hey, you need to do this. Hey, do this. Don't do that. Like, I started to feel like, oh, you really are doing this out of spite. So I kept it professional because, you know, you don't want to be a certain way in front of clients. You know, I'm being literally humiliated and embarrassed in front of not only clients, but my coworkers, because of a choice that I'm deciding to make because it's best for me. When I left the other business, I left with grace. And I told them the day of that, hey, today's my last day. I told my manager, me and her were pretty cool. But at that point, I felt like I was burnt out, or I felt like I was tired. And I felt like those were those feelings of that. But if I had to compare the two, where I'm going back to was nothing compared to what I experienced with this guy. At the end of the day, his aunt and his mom did tell me that they appreciated me for even coming the Saturday after he did that on that Friday. It's funny to me because he told me, he was like, I wish you the best. And it's like, no, I don't want your best. You know, I didn't say that to him, but I did explain to him the way he humiliated me and embarrassed me was crazy. And he did admit that he went off the deep end. And you know, and it's crazy to have a business and to be in business and to be a person of professionalism and you don't get that. So yeah, you guys, I just wanted to put this video out here and tell you guys about what's happening. The grass is not always green on the other side. We can have complaints and things are going to happen everywhere you go. It doesn't matter where you are at. But when it comes to your peace being compromised, like I'm talking about unprofessionalism, like I'm talking about, I feel a way today about you and I think you're a spy and I think everybody's watching me and I think I can't trust you and you and you. It started to become too much for me. So that's why I left. I felt like this individual was feeling like everybody was out to get him, even the owner that I'm going back to. And so that really conspired really badly. It's just more of an environment that's more softer for me and more at peace for me. And you know, we already do clients, so we don't need more of that. And I'm not gonna lie, he has a great crew. They have a great crew. I wish him the best. I really absolutely do. I really do, but it's no turning back. And yeah. So that's that. I just wanted to update you guys and tell you guys about that. I am going back. I start Saturday. I just wanted, and I will only be working Fridays and Saturdays once I go back. I'm just taking more time to myself to really do what I feel is right for me. I will keep y'all updated on all those amazing things. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to try to go feel better and drink the rest of this orange juice. It was nice talking to you guys. Happy Mother's Day to the mothers out there. I am trying to get my lashes done, y'all. And everybody is so booked up. So I don't even know if that's going to happen. But yeah, happy early Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Thank you guys so much for being a part of this channel. If you're not following me on my other social media platforms, make sure you go follow me. And I will talk to you guys later. Peace.